Oh, okay, so just before this video starts, I have just realised that the entire video, my face is almost cut off. Like almost like entire like from here. So I'm so sorry. But this is just a little intro. Just treat it as like a podcast or something, okay? Like you don't have to watch it, it's fine. It's just a kind of really super chatty video anyway, so hopefully this will good start. I don't know how this works. But it's fine, we'll figure it out. So yes, enjoy the video. Sorry it's very emotional and sorry my hand is really wobbly right now. Okay, bye! How is everyone? I know I said last time that I was going to give you a video for makeup. However, I filmed it and it was horrendous. So I'm not doing that this time. But I will film one soon because I have a lot of new makeup that I want to show you guys. So I think I found out a way of doing it that isn't going to be horrendous. So hopefully that'll work and you will have a video next week. This video today is kind of personal. It's gonna be kind of hard for me to talk about this, but I kind of want to do it because I watched Sprinkle of Chatter's video. I say Sprinkle of Glitter, but it was on her Chatter channel, and she opened up about moving on and having a boyfriend and just that whole experience, and I kind of wanted to do it from a different perspective. Sorry, my iPod's in there and it's like pinging with like people's messages. Sorry. Also, you're not on a tripod, I'm like holding you, so if this is like really like movie, I'm sorry. Like if it moves a bit, sorry. I'm just not a very like not wiggly person. Yeah, no, Lord knows. I'm also not editing this video, so I'm sorry if it's kind of a mess, but I'm kind of an emotional mess right now. So I thought this would be a good time to film for you guys. So yeah, I wanted to do one that is about relationships and uni and anxiety and how that all kind of merges together and how that works and how it's really difficult sometimes and how yeah, the good things as well as like the bad things in that and the things that you kind of have to overcome, because I know there's a lot of people out there who watch videos and you know watch people's channels about that, and that's great, and I know a lot of things have helped me, and I'm going to do a deeper in-depth video on mental health soon because I've got a book that I want to talk to you guys about that's really helped me and people I want to talk about and you know everything like that. But for this video today, yeah, it's about all of that. So first things first, my anxiety started when probably a couple of, well, a good few years ago. I never really took much note. I mean, I never paid much attention to it. I kind of just was like, okay, like there was a lot of things going on in my life that were challenging to say the least. So I just kind of put it down to that's why I was feeling that way, and I think that is where, you know, a lot of things in my personal life at that time, that's how it stemmed, or that's where it stemmed from, and built up, and it just became this big thing. And I think if I dealt with it sooner, it might not have gotten to the stage that it got to. But I never, because I just didn't think anyone would care or anyone would believe me, because I mean I never really understood at the time anyway. So the more that I came to realise that it was maybe a bigger thing, I was sort of opening up to people about it and kind of saying, hey, I don't feel so good, or there are certain times in my life where I feel really down, or I feel really like anxious and panicky and like not good, and I don't understand why, and do you know why? Like, can you help me? And from people who I thought I could trust and people who were really close to me, came back saying, just get a grip, just deal with it, it's not a problem. Everyone gets anxious, just deal with it. Like, there's just nothing there, it's all in your head, you just need to move on with your life and stop worrying. And then they were like, how do you even know? Like, have you even been to the doctor? Like, have you even spoken to someone? And I'm like, no, but like, you know, I've watched stuff on YouTube and I've kind of done a bit of reading about it and realised that all of the symptoms that these people are talking about, like all the things, that's how I feel, and that's what I feel like most of the time what's happening. And these people turn around and were like, oh, so you self-diagnosed yourself. Okay, great. So you probably don't have any of this. It's all just in your head and you just need to get a grip and move on with it and get on with your life and stop being such like a downer to everybody. And that really hurt. And yeah, that was really difficult to deal with. So I then just stopped talking to people about it. I stopped talking to people about my problems. I just shut them away and was like, do you know what? If like, it's fine. It'll be totally fine. And it wasn't. I began having like small anxiety attacks where, and for those of you that have them or know what like a panic attack's like, you'll totally understand. It's something I can't explain to you because it's so difficult to explain. But you feel like your heart starts beating really fast, you feel like you're out of breath, your whole body just starts to feel like really like hot and clammy, and you're just like, I just need to get out of this space right now for no apparent, and sometimes, you know, it was no apparent reason. Like I remember I was walking through a park one day and got one, and it was like literally I'm outside and there was nothing there was absolutely nothing that was scary or that was an issue, but for me in my head it was. And I eventually opened up to my mum, and this was like 2 years after I'd been dealing with all of this, and eventually was like, I can't do this anymore. I can't take it, I can't do it on my own, I don't know what to do. And at the time my mum wasn't somebody that was the most accepting, and I'm sure anyone that has had, you know, that has any kind of mental health issue and has gone to speak to someone for the first time, especially people who don't understand, it's very difficult for them to give you advice and to understand it. So my mum wasn't, and that's nothing against her because I totally understand that if it was me in that position I probably would have done the same, but my mum wasn't the most supportive, and she was kind of like, well, you're probably okay, like just deal with it, it's fine. Until she saw me at a university open day, the uni that I'm at now, Stirling, and I sat in the atrium, which is like the big like the big sort of area when you come in, and I just freaked out. Like I totally had an anxiety attack and I just completely like couldn't cope. I wasn't coping. I was so like, I can't be in here, and I'm like, this is utterly like, this whole situation is far too much and I can't deal with it and I need help like now. And it was then that my mum was like, oh my god, I'm sorry. Like that's when she realised that it was a thing, and that's, I think, when I came to realise I can't do this anymore. I need to do something about it. So I did. I went and spoke to someone. I went through the doctors and got put in touch with somebody, and it was 3, not therapy sessions, but essentially, you know, I went to speak to somebody, and each time, you know, they would give me things to do or things to listen to or like exercises to kind of do. So breathing techniques is like the next thing, and you know, if you're feeling this way, write things down, break things down to like different things, like what's the thing that's scaring you, how do you feel at this time, how do you think you can progress from this. And that definitely helped, and I will say to anyone, please 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 do that if you think that that's what you need. Sometimes just talking to somebody who isn't in the situation, and you know, you need to get things off your chest sometimes, and that really really helped me, because I was able to talk about things I couldn't talk about to anyone else because they were too involved in the situation. So yes, please do that, and that super super helped, so that when it came to coming to university I was a lot more me. I was a lot more myself, and I just felt so much more comfortable being in the situation. You know, moving into a flat with people who, I mean, I had spoken to because we got in touch through Facebook, but I had essentially never met before. They were from all over the country, I didn't really know them. I was moving away from home for the first time ever, and that's really scary. Being on your own, not being able to kind of like go home that often or whatever, is scary initially, but I think having gone and spoken to somebody and having these techniques in place really really helped. And I have such a supportive group of people around me that understand exactly what's happening, and you know, if I feel a bit anxious, they're totally supportive. One of my flatmates suffers from it as well, and just, you know, it's just easy. It's just so much easier than it was before. Um, so that brings me to the whole relationship thing. I have spoken to my boyfriend, by the way, and I think he's okay with this. I don't know. I'm not going to go super in depth into our relationship, but just more the fact that it was scary for me to open up to someone about this, because you never know how somebody's going to react. Sometimes they are fully supportive and understanding, like my boyfriend is. Others are not so supportive, and that was a big thing for me, because I was scared that he was going to see that as a weakness and not want to see me or be in a relationship with me, because it's hard. It's hard for me, but it's hard for everyone around me, because, you know, there have been times where I just haven't had good days. Like yesterday wasn't a good day. There's been days throughout the year that just haven't been good. My anxiety levels have been through the roof, or I've just been really, really down, or I've just been emotional or angry about things, and I just take it out on people around me that mean a lot to me, and I don't mean that. It's just, it's hard for me to deal with it, because I've never ever dealt with it. I'm somebody that suppresses everything. I don't like talking to people about it, because I don't know how they're going to react, and I always feel like they're going to go into attack mode and they're not going to listen to me. When they are. Most of the time, most people are very willing to understand your issues, and if you have problems with them, they're very willing to talk it out, but I always think they're not, and I suppress things. And as my best friend will know, thank you, Chummy, you are literally a godsend. Yesterday I think we spent an hour and a half on the phone, but I just ranted for an hour and a half, and I'm not going to get emotional, I'm not going to cry. I spent an hour and a half on the phone ranting about something that now I come to realise was probably very silly, and did not mean an awful lot, but at the time it was like the end of the world. It was just like, it meant everything to me, and that was just the way I was feeling yesterday, and I was very on edge, and I was very just not in a good place. I wasn't having a good day yesterday. I had handed in work late, and it was just like very all over the place, and hadn't had much sleep, and was just very stressed out. And yeah, and I'm sorry to whoever I spoke to yesterday and totally just ripped the head off of. I'm sorry, I just was not having a good day. But I want to say to people who are scared to open up to people and scared to get in a relationship with somebody when you are feeling these things, is that it's okay. Like, if that person can't understand your feelings and your emotions and the way that you are dealing with things, and that sometimes things can be really, really hard, and that they might say something and they meant it as a joke, but it's like you take it totally out of context and get super upset and angry because that's what you think somebody means, and they think that they are attacking you all the time. If they can't deal with that, and if they can't sort of calm you down and aren't able to sort of work with you on that, they are not worth your time, and that's what I'm going to say. They are not good people. Surround yourself with people who are supportive, who are willing to kind of, if you're having an anxiety attack, to take time out of their day and just say, it's okay, you know, or if you're having a bad day, like, call me, it's okay, like, we can chat, we can talk it out, we can have a moment, it's fine. And I'm lucky in the sense that I have a lot of people who I can do that with, and, you know, they have the support in me where we do that all the time. Like, me and my friend literally do that all the time. And women, you're a godsend, like, oh Jesus. Anyway, but yeah, Sprinkle Glitter's video definitely, and I read her blog post as well, and it's weird, like, I was somebody that I've never been in a serious relationship before. I've had things, I'll call it, like, I had a boyfriend before, but it wasn't really, to what I'm saying, it wasn't a good situation to be in. It wasn't healthy, it wasn't a good relationship, it wasn't really a relationship at all, really. It was just, I don't know, we're kind of dating, it wasn't really anything like, I don't know, I've never been with anybody before where I've thought, okay, this is good, like this is a thing, this could be a thing. And with my current boyfriend it is. It's like, oh, okay, this is good, this could go somewhere, this is good. And that's really hard for me to deal with sometimes, and I get really scared and I get really uncomfortable, and it's a big thing to deal with, especially having anxiety. Sorry, I'm like getting all puffed out here. Especially having that is difficult, because sometimes you feel like you can't talk to them about things, and there's a lot that I keep in because I'm scared that I don't want to start an argument and I don't want to make things an issue when they probably aren't. It's just me being silly. But having that support system, especially at uni, where, you know, that it's a lot of work, and you know, you have a social life and you're on your own, and having somebody that knows that and understands how that works and understands your feelings and how it all works, and you know, maybe that you can't see each other for a little bit because you've got an AC to do, or you've got work to do, or you're home that weekend, you can't see each other, like that's okay, like, and that's really, really good having somebody there that understands that. And it's nice going through this experience with someone and learning about them and learning about their life and where they come from, and that's fun, that's good. And I'm in a very stable and healthy situation right now, I think. And you know, there are things, we have our ups and downs, there are things that don't go to plan or don't go so well, and we talk them out, and that's good. Communication is key, I would say, in everything in life. In uni life, communication is key with your flatmates and the people that you're working with, your tutors, and the people in your lectures and stuff. If you're stuck, like, get your little support network going, that's really, really helpful. And in relationships and stuff as well, that's super helpful. Like, you need to be able to open up to each other, and that's something I'm not very good with, and that's something that both of us need to work on. But we know that, and that's something we are progressing towards. Woo. Sorry, this has been a really down, depressing video. I promise I'll have a better one next week. I'll have a happy video. Also, my friend and me have just decided we're definitely filming next time she's here, so that's gonna be great. You'll have great fun. It's gonna be a good video, so I am super excited about that. And me and the bae are filming sometime soon. Keep saying that. I've been saying that for the last 7 months. But he's got some fun ideas and I have some fun ideas, so hopefully that's going to be happening soon. I'm sorry, I'm getting really shaky now. I've got a pillow, I'm so sorry if you can see this, but I have a pillow to try and like make it more comfortable. Yeah, sorry about that. That was probably really like depressing for you, but I hope that's helped some people and it's helped you understand my situation a little bit. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it there because it's probably like really freaking long. As I say, I'm not gonna edit this, it's just gonna get uploaded, so sorry if there's like, you know, I know I'm looking off a lot and I don't look in the camera because I feel alive. But yeah, hope that's okay for y'all. Woo, yeah. I am also home tomorrow because tomorrow's Friday, and Saturday I'm going to MAC to get my makeup done, which I'm very excited about because I've never ever had that done before. So I'm getting like a makeup tutorial, so I will film a little video after I have that done later at night to tell you how that went and hopefully show you some pictures, or well, you see hopefully what that's like. And yeah, so I'm not gonna lie to you and tell you when my next video is gonna come out because I don't know. I also have a haul video, like clothes haul that I want to do because I've got lots of new summer clothes, exciting, and I want to talk about my holiday that I'm going on to New York. So excited. So I have a lot of stuff to get out for you guys. It is exam time coming up though, so We'll be fine, be fine. So yeah, hope that's okay for you guys, and I hope you're all well, hope you're all good, and I will speak to you guys soon. Okay,